Hi, this is Dave Gimberlein with Shoto-Ryu Goshinjutsu, and this is Karate Short, and it is going to be about breathing part 5. So if you have not seen the first 4 parts, I think you should find them and watch them and practice them first. This section is going to work on basic breathing for Kata, and a method to help getting your body to expand and contract as you go through each motion. It certainly could also be used with any basics or kihon that you do. This part is going to be moving in slow motion to over-exaggerate your breathing, which could totally be one reason that we have any slow motion moves in our kata or kata that are primarily slow. When training this way, you can use a kata that with a lot of slow moves in it, like hangetsu or maybe sochin, or you can take any other kata you want and just do it in slow motion. And I tend to break the movements down into 2 counts to give you time to inhale and exhale. So we're going to start with Heian Shodan. Extra big breathing. Inhale, exhale. Stepping. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. There you go. In a more advanced kata like hangetsu, it starts out the same way. There is a trick where you inhale before you move, and this is just kind of to try to start to get your body in the rhythm. And if you remember back in probably video number 2, we talked about the pancakes in your stomach being squished down to the floor with each one. So you're going to try that with hangetsu, just as an example. You're going to go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can basically do that all the way through both kata, and sometimes I do to get myself started. So it's important to keep good posture, a good straight tall spine, but to try to get your body to expand and contract as you move. The next part is to do the kata the same way, but don't think about the breathing, think only about the expansion contraction. So there are 2 things to think about here. Throughout the motion, your body is going to expand and contract, and your air might go in and out a little bit, but not like it did a second ago. And at the end of each squeeze, and this is the part I want to point out here, I guess, the end of each squeeze is the beginning of the next motion. So earlier I mentioned you could stop, inhale, and then go. You no longer can do that with this exercise. Now, the end of your squeeze, squeeze, is the initiation of your next action. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Initiate. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Initiate. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Can you see the rhythm? And then we can try the same thing as I mentioned with Heian Shodan. I'm not sure of a good angle here. No big breath, but you're going to try to contract at the end of your technique. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. The thing to avoid here is dead spots. Stop, and then go. Stop. No stop. Squeeze. The release goes forward. Roar. Roar. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. It'll help with the shock at the beginning of each technique. So those are 2 methods. Both involve training in slow motion on kata, trying to get your body to expand and contract. In the next section, number 6, we're going to try to do things with speed and try to teach your body to move really quickly and still get the same expansion contraction. I had a lot of difficulty with that when I first started. And when I say first started, let's say for sure the first 5 years, maybe the first 10. And then you start to kind of get a different idea about what you're working on. So regardless of your level, there's always just a little more refinement, a little more depth to each technique. But anyway, thank you for listening. And if you do like the video, please like it and subscribe. If you have questions or comments, you can leave them below, or you can email me at gimberline@hotmail.com. Thank you.